Hey everyone, Chris here with your weekend fishing forecast. Before we dive into it, a couple of things off the top. One, we have just finished our Take Your Net and Stuff It competition. We're really proud to bring this one to you again with the help of our friends at Fish Pond. They donate some awesome prizes. This was the contest where you take your net and you stuff it with trash that you find by the river. You post a pic on social and we draw up some awesome prizes. The winners in order, we have winner of the Pescador Magpad Fly Box, Tom Mills 96. Congrats, Tom. Winner of the Pescador XL Fly Box, we have Chris Farug 18. And the winner of the grand prize, the Nomad El Jefe net from Fish Pond, Does She Fish, Melissa. Congratulations to all of you, and thank you for making our rivers a better place, and thank you to everybody who took part for tidying up our streams. Our fish and anglers do thank you. Second off the top, we also have coming up the Fly Fusion Trout Tour and Trout Set Sunday. So if you haven't checked out the schedule and details already, definitely hop on the link on our bio and check out the details there. It's going to be an awesome day full of fun events. The Trout Tour Film Fest in the afternoon is going to be a really fun time, and we're all going to hit the river afterwards and fish a bit, I think, too. So should be a great day up there. Check out the details. Tickets won't last long. Now, for your trout report, rivers have been fishing really good. I was out yesterday on both the credit and the grand, so I've got some live intel for both streams. Water's getting into really good temps now. So we've been saying for a while we've had warm water, or warm temps at least, still cool enough, plenty cool enough to fish. But we've had warm daytime temps, which have gotten a lot of bugs moving. We've had active fish because of it. The prime sort of feeding temps for trout, in my mind at least, sort of start in around 50 degrees or 10 degrees Celsius. But they only really get better as you get closer to the mid 50s and high 50s. That's when fish really kick into gear and really start eating aggressively, and when you can start fishing streamers a little faster, when they'll start more freely rising to dry flies, and when we get more fun bugs in the mix too, because those temps encourage them to hatch. So long story short, really good temps generally on rivers. The Grand has been stocked now too. The Grand has lots of very catchable eager fish, plus the big holdovers that are always around. And out there, I'll tell you, there were a lot of bugs moving. I was out there late last evening chasing some dries, had a few fish on them, and it looks like it'll only pick up from there. Water levels, if you've been discouraged at all by some slightly higher, seasonal but higher spring flows the last couple of weekends, things have dropped down to way more normal sort of springtime flows. Wading is a lot easier, fish are easier to find, so I think everyone will be quite comfortable and happy to fish the rivers now. Top bugs to be fishing, again, Hendrickson's still going strong, and we're seeing Hendrickson spinners now coming up. So if you're looking for spinner falls in the evening, they'll kick off 6 p.m. or so and continue to dark. They're really fun to chase. We could see sulfurs soon. The middle Grand area should be seeing caddis and some of your further along hatches, as it is a little bit warmer. Heck, drakes are only around the corner, about 2 weeks away or so start tying for them. Lots of fun stuff to target out there. Like I say, streamers will be picking up now for sure, and nympsos do produce. The other cool thing is we're still pretty early. We're only second week into the season, third week this weekend. So those fish are still quite unpressured. Our finding yesterday at least was that we were able to find some really good fish that weren't terribly technical to catch. So, you know, we've got active feeding temps, lots of bugs, but we're also still, remember, quite early in the season, so lots of very catchable fish out there. So definitely get out for trout this coming weekend. For your Steelhead report. So Steelhead, obviously we are winding down. We're getting to second week of May, but there's still fish around. I was actually giving a casting lesson on a local river this morning, and we happened to stumble into a few steelhead in the runs. Just spooked them out of the way as we were making our way through. So definitely still steelhead around. If you're looking for them, target bigger rivers. They'll tend to hold fish a little bit longer than smaller ones. And I would definitely encourage you to look lower down on those rivers towards even the mouths of those rivers. I'll tell you where we were this morning was very close to the very bottom end of this river, right before those fish hit the lake. But they were still hanging out in those runs. So maybe move a little further down. You'll find those dropbacks as they work their way down there. And you know, standard patterns, eggs, worms would be really solid. But like we've been saying, swinging bait fish patterns, or even just nymphing, center pinning with bait fish kind of patterns this time of year can be really good. It allows you to cover more water because those fish will be a little more spread out, and they will hammer a swung fly this time of year. So really fun. You still have a bit of window for that as well. And then finally, don't forget about other opportunities coming up. So this week we had pike open in a bunch of spots. We've got pike opener in zone 16, so southwestern Ontario where we're at. This coming weekend, we've got carp fishing really picking up now. So carp, before they move into the spawn later this month, they'll be in shallow, feeding pretty actively. It's a pretty fun time of year to get out there and fish for them in along the shorelines, in around the river mouths, and along Lake Ontario. It can be a lot of fun sight fishing these really big fish. We do have a couple days left of your pre-spawn bass fishing, so if you've been wanting to get out for the Lake Ontario early season bass fishing, that closes May 10th. So you do have a small window out there still, but really thinking pike this weekend to be really solid. Panfish are still hot, and the carp thing can be a fun wild card to throw in there. So lots going on. As always, get down to the shop. We'll be happy to help you out, make this weekend a successful one, and we'll see you soon.